division.
Southeast.
Southeast. Now we're in the Southeast, which is one of those.
Wait, you're not about to get in here and not address the hair.
See, if you watch the videos, you know I got a hair appointment later today.
They put into my PlayStation Madden League a picture. You look like I'm Ben Wallace.
Yeah. Must call me Ken Wallace. I kind of dig it. If I was like a pure paint protector on 2K, that would be my gamer tag right now, Ken Wallace. But it is what it is, man. Just know next episode I'll be back drippy.
Did you think of Kenny Hardaway or did the fan get that?
Somebody made
Kenny
that.
Hardaway.
I'm not creative enough to put that together. Even though that's not really super creative, it's just not who I am.
Yeah.
Somebody said Kenny Hardaway. I was like, oh shit.
You know what
let
is
me, let me
creative?
take that.
Big Stacks Porzingis.
It's up there. It's up there.
You know.
I think Big Sexy Ball is a little bit more creative.
You just put three of your favorite words.
Just like Zach LaSprings. I was gonna tweet that in your little tweet. I saw you.
Nobody really gave good NBA punts. I was kind of disappointed, and the ones that were good didn't make sense with my current players. So I went with Steve Glovac.
5 teams in this division:
Yep.
Orlando, Miami, Charlotte, Washington, Atlanta. Who y'all want to start with? Washington.
Sure, let's start off with Washington. Since I was gonna say they may be the worst team here, but that's not true.
It might be one of the best.
Yeah, we'll start off with Washington. So they made some offseason additions, like bringing in Isaiah Thomas, who already got injured. So we can count him out for 4 to 6, or was it 6 to 8, something like that.
Yeah, 6 to 8.
The trade
Who else
with the
did they bring in?
Lakers.
Davis Bertans is a big pickup for them.
I'm definitely gonna like him on that team. They bought an Ish Smith too.
Yep.
Ish Smith.
For a PG.
Yes.
He's their
I
starter
think
now.
he did real well with Detroit last year too.
Yeah.
Especially with Reggie Jackson kind of be up and down. He had a decent season, but I think sometimes they just look better with Ish Smith in the lineup.
Yeah.
He's always been a very quality backup.
Right.
Yeah,
One of the
he's gonna
fastest
feel
in the
that,
league.
Yeah, their tempo. They had a good draft. Rui Hachimura at 9 was questionable for me, but you know
He
if
looked good
plays
at FIBA.
In FIBA,
Yeah.
they'll be solid. I think he'll have a lot of opportunity there as well. Admiral Schofield, they also picked up. And then they did the trade with the Lakers, so they have Mo Wagner and
Isaac
Bonga.
Isaac Bonga.
6'9" PG. So gotta
They
love
brought
him.
in C.J. Miles, and then they have Troy Brown Jr. In his sophomore season.
Hopefully
out
he
of
can get
Oregon.
more minutes. He better get more minutes this time around.
Who, Troy Brown?
Yeah, he
I
was
think
playing
should.
a lot of point guard for them last season, which
Yeah.
was dope. I hope he gets more point guard minutes with Isaiah Thomas being out early in the
I hope
season.
so too. It would be nice if he could actually sometimes. I don't know if he could battle Ish Smith for that position. Maybe I probably think they'll probably play it safe. But yeah, I would like to see Troy Brown continue to be that point forward guy that he is. Projected lineup.
Projected to win 31 wins. But yeah, talk about the projected lineup.
I'm gonna throw some names out here for y'all. I mean, obviously Bradley Beal's gonna be the starting shooting guard.
Right.
Yep.
Thomas Bryant will be the starting center.
I'm expecting a very good year
Yes,
from Thomas Bryant.
he's a most improved player candidate for me. Rui Hachimura is going to probably be the 4. C.J. Miles or Trey Brown can battle for that wing spot, and then I'll say Ish Smith as a point guard.
Yeah.
I'm going to like to see a lineup of Bradley Beal being your guard, and whoever you want to put in the backcourt with him, whether it's Troy Brown and him, whatever. But then that front court of Bertans and Mo. Because you have 2 bigs that can kind of space it and shoot it. You'll have Bradley Beal running around doing his thing, and that'll space the floor out a lot for them. But this team, me and Mike was talking on Xbox, and we was thinking like, how good could this team be?
Because I was gonna say if they fall down and say they're like 11, 12, or even below seed, is that an L for their season? Because it's just like, what was their expectations? They was already 11th last season. I mean, I guess you could say they got a little bit better. They definitely changed up their roster.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of the people that were there last year are gone. Otto Porter's not there anymore.
Well,
the people that they got from the Bulls are not even there no more. So
Do they still not have a GM?
no,
They signed someone.
Yeah, they
the
did.
guy that was the interim GM got the actual job, and so far he hasn't done anything great or bad. You know, he's just kind of there. But you got to think about their last season trades, man. They traded Kelly Oubre and Otto Porter and got back players. None of them players are on the roster
they're
anymore.
not.
None of them. None of them on the roster anymore. So they just gave up those players. I don't even think they got picks in return. Like, I don't think the Bulls sent any picks. Maybe they sent a second or something like that. But they just traded 2 quality players, one of them only being 23 years old, who didn't even get paid a lot of money. Like, that's why they traded him, because they thought, okay, Kelly Oubre is going to get this money and we don't want to pay that. He didn't even get paid a crazy contract. And then they also trade Otto Porter, who is on a crazy contract, but still a quality NBA player, and got back nothing in return. But something about this team I don't feel great about. I don't know what to to put it on.
Right.
But it's not a team like they're projected to win 31. I would not be surprised if they went under that.
To be honest, I feel like they're going to be around the same range that they were last year.
And last year
They were
at
11th. They were 11th with like
32.
yeah, 32.
32.
Yeah, I mean, I
I feel like they're going to be exciting to watch, definitely, but can
Especially
they
when
really
Isaiah
put together?
Thomas come back.
yeah, they have the potential to be good. I think.
Do y'all
they,
think-
they don't have anything to lose? They could be all right.
Yeah, and their youth movement is going in the right
Is
direction.
this IT's last go? If it don't work out for him this season?
It might be.
I think so, yeah.
I think he always kind of until he's at that age. I think he'll be able to bounce around. If he don't work here, I could see him signing with Oklahoma City for 1 year.
I guess it's
$2
always
million.
because he has that potential to be, especially if he's coming off the bench for a good team, he always has that potential to be a very good scorer off the bench. But it's sometimes I don't know if teams
And
are willing to take that risk.
He just
then.
can't stay healthy.
I mean, it's not
Yeah.
going to be much of a risk because if he keeps getting injured, like Derek
Yeah.
just mentioned, you won't have to pay him a lot, and so then you will have a high.
But do you want him on your roster if he can't stay healthy? Like, are you want to pay a guy that's going
We
to play
see a
40
lot of
games?
guys that get hurt all the time and are still always bouncing roster to roster. They just don't get the bag.
Yeah.
And they don't get a long-term deal. But, I mean, if you're a team that's just around and you just have a spot for Isaiah Thomas and you like, hey, we'll just pay him a vet minimum and we can just hopefully if he can give us something good. If not, shit, boom. Or you might start seeing him get the Dwight Howard treatment where he's on a non-guaranteed contract because once you're in that position, you just want a chance. He's not even going to be worried about money anymore.
I'm thinking about Boogie when you're talking about just, when you think about do you want to give that person that chance because he's been through so many injuries. You were talking about Boogie not having any deals, so he had to take the veteran minimum. I don't know. It's hard to put that for a guard, especially for someone who's so small.
Right, because if he's not scoring, he's not really contributing.
Right.
At all.
He's not playing no
Defensively, he's
defense.
getting torched.
Now he's starting to get older now, so it's crazy.
Nothing but the best for Isaiah Thomas, man. I hope. I don't think he's going to get back to obviously the 30 points per game he's basically averaging in Boston, but like I want him to still have a success career. I want him to get more than a 1 year deal. I'm tired of seeing him bounce left and right. I need him to stay stable.
This is a good situation for him to kind of reboot that, not to get to that level as you just mentioned, but to kind of show that he could be worth a 2+1 year deal with a contending
He's definitely
team
going to
off
have
the bench
opportunity with this Wizards team.
or a team in a mix.
There's nothing but opportunity when you just battling basically Ish Smith and Troy Brown Jr. for point guard minutes. But this team is going to be one I will tune into. I think Hachimura is like a dark horse for Rookie of the Year just because opportunity is going to be there for him.
I haven't really seen much of him because he's an incoming rookie, but I did look at his stats and he looked decent, but he can't really shoot, can he?
He didn't really shoot.
That's
it.
what
Right. It said like 40%, but he shot like 1-3 a game.
1-3 a game, yeah.
So I was like, I don't know if I can
All
trust
I know
that.
is that they have to hit this. They have to. If this is a miss and they picked him at 9th, which is a little early than what I expected, it's going to make their reboot even harder because I'm looking at the contract situations right now. You still got the John Wall situation. Bradley Beal, hopefully they're going to keep him. Yao Mahimi is coming off the books though. Finally, CJ Miles is only.
He
on
seemed like he's been
deal.
with them forever.
For real. Bertans is on the last year. Then you got Isaiah Thomas. So I mean, it will be some money, but they're not going to get anybody there. So they have to hit on these picks.
And that $47 million that last year for John Wall,
It's ridiculous.
that's crazy.
Hopefully he's playing.
Hachimura, he played 3 FIBA games. He did not make a single 3. So he was 0 for 4 in his 3 games from 3. But he got to the free throw line at a crazy rate.
All right. He looked like he's crazy in transition.
So
But-
one of the things that people said with him coming out of college is that he's good at everything, but he's not great at anything. So maybe in the development team, when it comes to Washington, they can really, polish those good things.
Because he
and
looks
make
like he
him
has the
better.
tools to be a very good defender too.
Yes. Right now, he is at 6'9", power
Yeah.
forward,
Long, athletic too.
can guard some small forward, I would guess. But the Wizards, especially when Isaiah Thomas comes back, team that I'm looking forward to. 31 wins, too much or too little? Or just right?
No, I think it's just right.
I can see it dropping just a little bit, maybe 29 range. But
28
when
wins.
I see the name Bradley Beal and I look at some of these guys that can have good seasons, it makes me think that 31 might be right for them. Bradley Beal is still going to be an all-star. Thomas Bryant, we all expect him to have a
that
solid
Bertans shoots lights
year.
out.
Yeah, one of the best
Bertans.
shooters in the league, yeah. Spurs going to miss that
You
for sure.
think Ruchi Harmore is a dark horse? If he is like that, then they'll be good. I think Troy Brown is going to have a better year, more opportunity. I really like Mo Wagner. So there's a chance.
It's
a
always
chance.
fun to just like, I know we can't really predict it, but to see a random player that nobody knows, not nobody knows, but nobody expected to take a big leap. Like, for example, last year that was Pascal. Who knows? It could be a guy like Troy Brown. Who knows? And then in that case, if Troy Brown take a Pascal type leap, then 31 is not enough.
It might be looking at 37 or so. The next team on here, let's just go with the Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, let's spend our 2 minutes on the Charlotte Hornets. Projected to win 27 games, which is more than the Knicks and more than the Cavs.
Can we just say though? Yesterday, I heard somebody talk about the Hornets, and they were like, they have nothing good to say about them.
No, that was me. That was me saying that I was trying to find as many positive things that I can say, and it was hard. But I mean, first of all, the good things I can say is that a lot of these contracts are
that's what I brought up earlier. I was like, they gotta do something with this money now. Whether that's trying to get a restricted free agent and trying to test the market with it, or take on some bad contracts for picks, they got to do something with this money.
$17 million from Biyombo is off. Marvin Williams, his $15 million is off. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, his $13 million is off. But you're also going to have the team option on Malik Monk, who has to prove you something, and Miles Bridges as well.
I do like Miles Bridges' attitude going into it. Like, people like, man, you were snubbed for the rookie team. He's like, I ain't play well. So I was a snub. And he said he's going to be better. And I like that mentality.
I like his attitude, and his versatility. And I think Malik Monk has it in him. He may not be the replacement for Kemba Walker, but I think if he can be in that mode of a J.R. Smith, that's what I kind of see him as. More opportunity is going to make him do better. I looked at his game log from last year, and every 15 games he exploded. Like, in a 15-game span, he always had a game that he exploded. That was in the first half of the season. Second half of the season, he was having DNPs. I'm not sure if he had an injury.
Because his first year, he was all right for a rookie. You could kind of see that glimpse. Second year, he just kind of stayed the same. And like you said, a lot of times he would get benched or he would have had that DNP, and it'd just be kind of.
And I'm not watching Hornet games, so maybe he's missing defensive cues.
Definitely not
maybe he's missing defensive cues. Maybe him and his coach don't see eye to eye. But I mean, you look at the first game of the season, he had 18 points against the Bucks in 33 minutes. The very next game, come back and he plays 23 minutes. Then there's some games on here where he plays 11 minutes after just playing 24 minutes. He has some very good games. He has some stretches where he went 20 points, 21 points, 16 points. So he can score when he's given the opportunity and he's given the minutes. But I know last year they had Kemba.
That's what I'm saying. They had Kemba and Jeremy Lamb. Now with that,
Bacon is
now with that space opening up,
competitive.
hopefully he could definitely prove some.
So now I think this is a great situation for them and him because he has all the opportunity in the world. So if he doesn't do shit, you let him go. You don't even pick up his option unless you feel like there's still some type of hope.
You know what's crazy about that? I feel like if a better team just picks him up, he gonna play so much better.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because it can get frustrating. It's hard. Yeah, I tell a lot of people it's hard to get up and work and go to work when you're playing in this type of environment. But I think given the proper opportunity, he did grow from his rookie year. He had a better second year. He needs to shoot the three ball better. His percentages ain't up there. As far as how we know he can shoot it from when he came from Kentucky. But at the same time, when you look at the amount of threes he's taking, 8 threes, 6 threes, 8 threes, 5 threes, 6 threes, 5 threes, 12 threes, 10 threes, 11 threes, 8 threes. He's 3 and it up. And maybe it's from playing with Kemba Walker.
How many turnovers he averaged too?
How many he averaged? My bad. I'm looking at his game log. Probably like 2. I think it was 2, like almost more than his assists.
That's not good at all.
So
one of the bigger problems with this team is the draft history.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he averaged 1.2. He averaged 1.6.
Yeah, I mean, they drafted Frank Kaminsky.
So here's the draft history.
I don't know.
Malik Monk at 11. I remember Bulls fans, some Bulls fans, I don't want to put that over to everybody, but in 2017, we, of course, drafted Larry Markkinen number 7. And I remember a notorious Bulls fan tweet, and it wasn't just like a random fan, it was somebody like a writer for the Bulls. Why do we take Larry Markkinen over Malik Monk? And they said, sure, guys like Malik Monk and Luke Kennard. So luckily for us, we end up with the better player. But Malik Monk at 11, Frank Kaminsky at 9, Noah Vonleh at 9, Cody Zeller at 4, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist at 2. Do y'all remember how hard they tanked to get Anthony Davis and ended up at number 2, and they took Michael Kidd-Gilchrist? Imagine how different things could be. And instead of taking Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, they took a guy like Bradley Beal. Like, there are so many opportunities where they just miss. And in hindsight, it's 2020.
Yeah.
But, like, come on, dog. Noah Vonleh at 9. I know he's projected to be around there. Noah Vonleh has eventually turned into a player that's actually decent.
Right.
But, like, his stint in Charlotte was not.
Yeah, that was one of the main things in my notes for them. is that, like you said, hindsight is crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
hindsight.
I mean,
2020.
but you think about it, wasn't Devin Booker was after Frank Kaminsky, wasn't he? Or some players were. I think Miles Turner was after him.
I'm gonna read you.
It
So
was some
9
crazy
was
players
Frank
after-
Kaminsky, 10 was Justice Winslow, 11 was Miles Turner.
Devin Booker's not. He went.
Devin Booker was 13, Kelly Oubre was 15, Terry Rozier was 16. So there were players
Think about
after
all
him
the
that were
players that could
good.
have helped.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker.
My
it's
thing
crazy.
is, even though hindsight is always whatever,
Yeah.
but Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, I liked him in Kentucky, but he didn't do anything that made me say second overall pick. He was just very good defensively. He had his form was outrageous.
I don't know how anybody looked at that and be like, we can fix it. No, you can't. Nobody's
Form is
fixing
outrageous.
that.
Doesn't handle the ball crazy. Was never playmaking. Like he was, and then it's like he never really had a position. Was he a small forward? Was he a power forward? He's like a tweener that doesn't shoot the ball well. He's not like a ball handling guy. He's not like Draymond. I know they experimented him having a Draymond Green role recently last year, and at times he excelled at it. But sometimes some shit is just natural. Like
So-
playmaking, you can't teach.
So
He was
now,
projected to go. I'm sorry, Dick. He's projected to go 7th. They took him at 2. Number 2, though, projection was Thomas Robinson. So they would have mixed on both of those. Well, I'm sorry to cut you off, Derek.
for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, I was thinking yesterday, like, since the league is going away from him, like, with his style of play, the teams don't need, like, that slash and wing anymore. Do you think he's going to get, like, another, like, significant job after
think
this?
he'll
Yeah,
get
because
his
he's
job.
so good
Yeah,
defensively.
He's very good defensively. He's damn near elite, but it don't get talked about because he plays for the Hornets and he don't do shit else. But I think he probably will have a lesser role. Probably won't get paid a whole bunch. But I think it's definitely some jobs out there for him. Even Cody Zeller, that pick was outrageous to me. He's a very good, like Michael Jordan drafts very good college basketball players that we don't look at and say,
Right.
he's going to be very,
That they
very
transition
good.
very
Yeah.
well to the NBA.
And that's something that he has a history of when you look at these names and you look at the picks, except Kemba Walker.
Kemba Walker's the best thing.
But he
that
took
could
DJ
happen to him.
Augustine.
Yeah.
Was a real good.
Gerald
And he's
Henderson.
solid. But yeah, Gerald Henderson. These are good college players.
They're not franchise pieces.
who are not franchise pieces or top
Adam
2
Morrison.
picks. Adam Morrison.
That's tough. Raymond Felton at 5.
Oh,
These are very. But if you look at these players' college careers, they're great. Raymond Felton is a champion in North Carolina. Always is going to be held high standards over there. Adam Morrison is a god at Gonzaga. Gerald Henderson was very, very good at Duke. Cody Zeller is a god at Indiana.
And then when they do hit on their picks, they trade him to the Lakers in 1996.
Yeah,
Thank
shout out
you.
to Kobe. Kobe Bryant.
But no, they have hit on some picks, obviously, but a majority
Yeah.
of them they've missed.
A lot
on.
of the hits that I like just weren't the top guys. Like when I look at Dwayne Bacon, he wasn't a lottery pick, but Dwayne Bacon has been solid for them.
Yes.
When you look at
They drafted Sean May at 13.
yeah, another good guy who had a great college career. And he's like, what? What do these guys have in common?
UNC.
UNC, North Carolina. That's why like all of these guys get Jordan deals as well. Cody Zeller has a Jordan deal. Like it's just they have to get past that. They do have some gems in here that could develop into something. Like I like Willie Herman Gomez. He played with the Knicks. He played real well there. I'm surprised that we gave him up for barely nothing.
Yeah.
I think Williams is going to be solid for them.
Who's that?
Who's Williams?
Oh, wait, am I saying it wrong?
Washington?
Yeah, Washington.
Washington.
Yeah,
Oh,
PJ
yeah,
Washington.
Yeah, I don't know much about him just yet.
Did you get to? Because you said you had a few bright spots for this team. Did
Yeah.
you get to that yet?
No.
I was looking forward to.
The
it.
bright
Was it
spots
just the
is that-
contracts?
Is that they have fans.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those fans are going to the arenas, but they have fans. You remember we were in Charlotte,
Yeah, we
and
were.
so many people were rocking around with Buzz Get on. That's dope. Maybe it was
They
because
got the
Kemba, but regardless,
The baby could do halftime shows.
Tim P's a Hornet fan.
facts. Tim P,
Tim P.
fan of the show.
Oh, my boy, yeah, Tim P. He's a Carolina fan. That's why though. Ain't like he just was like, I'm a Hornet fan.
And
He's
you
a
know
Panthers
what?
fan as well.
They paid the point guard that they believed in. Do I believe in him? Hell no. But they paid
I
the
believe
point
in him.
guard they believed
He's
in.
about to
believe
be
in him.
26. The player he is
what I do
literally
like
who he's
about
gonna
that
be.
though is when I look at their salary table, he could be gone very soon.
Imagine. Like they signed him. One thing about Terry Rozier, he's never shot over 40% or 40%
Over
in his
his
career.
career, yeah.
And as a starting point guard, you got to make shots. It's simple.
Batum is there for this year, and he's going to pick up his $27 million player option.
That has to be
So
one of
he
the
can
worst
do
contracts ever given out.
With Nicholas Batum.
Yeah.
But you know what? Nicholas Batum.
He used to
good.
ball, but as soon as he was a Hornet, it's just like
With the right
But no,
team, that would have been worth it.
The first couple years
Yeah.
in Hornets, he was decent.
And it made them look like they were a piece away.
And then he got injured or something happened
Yeah.
where he's like, oh, I'm just average at this point.
And then
Make it
Jeremy
27.
Lamb did pick up later for them.
Yeah, he had a good season last year.
Yeah, that's later
Right.
with his tenure with the
Yeah.
Hornets, but he wasn't when they first got him. It wasn't like
But
how we
the
thought.
Hornets should have saw something coming with Batum because the year before they signed him, he only averaged 9 points. He shot 40%. You know, he wasn't hitting his threes. He shot 32% from three. And then they gave him $27 million after coming off a terrible season. But then he came in and played well
The
for
good
2
thing
years.
for
I
them
don't
is
know.
that they get the money off the books this year, almost like what is it, 35, like almost around 50 million with some of these guys leaving. As long as they don't bring them back, please don't bring.
They
back
gonna bring back Biyombo for another 17.
Or MKG.
or Michael Kidd Gilchrist. They might feel like a loyalty type thing. Give him another $15 million. But
But they better not, bro.
this upcoming
I don't know
summer
if I
is
can-
just a lot of restricted free agents, which they can potentially have some money to try to chase and pursue
Yeah.
them to come, which is always good. But then after that, Batum gets off the books. Cody Zeller gets off the book. Again, if they let them go and don't do a loyalty thing with like Cody Zeller or Kidd Gilchrist, they could be shaping up to having a lot of flexibility. Again, they're not gonna go in the free agency market and go get Anthony Davis or the top guy that's available.
What if?
But when you can chase a restricted guy like a Kelly Oubre, or you can go get a guy that a team maybe don't have that much hope on, and he gets a new fresh start and he take off, then boom, you hit some shit. But
Or like y'all said, taking up on bad contracts. with all
taking
your
back
cap
contracts to
space.
get picks, yeah.
Yeah.
But then even after that, when we get to that point, Rozier's on the last year of his deal, so if he ain't doing shit, boom, you kick him out the door. But they need one of these guys to be significant. They don't have to be the face of the franchise, but they have to be a guy that when they do get another lottery pick in the next couple of years, you can say, oh shit, they about to draft LaMelo Ball, and they have PJ Washington, who's been solid, and they also have Miles
Yeah.
Bridges, who may not be the face of the franchise, but they'll
Right, because
complement the face of the franchise.
that's what we're
when
saying
you
about
get
the
'em.
teams like Atlanta Hawks and the King. Like they already have the pieces.
Yeah.
Is if they hit on that draft pick
So now
or
they surround them.
bring somebody in, it's like damn, they could really be dangerous now.
Yeah.
Because they don't really have
Hornets
anyone
don't
right
got
now
that
to
at
like try
all.
to build around either.
Yeah. I mean, they just have a bunch of guys who can potentially be complementary pieces for a legit face of the franchise if they have, if they're fortunate enough to land on one.
I can't believe we just spent 12 minutes talking about the damn
Yeah,
Hornets.
Raptors fans gonna be pissed. Y'all spent 5 minutes on us for talking about the
27 wins projected. Too high, too low?
2 hours.
Too high. Too high. We can quickly do trivia before we take our next break. We got 5 minutes to kill this trivia, so I don't want nobody spending a hell of time trying to think of it, all right? I don't know what the
What
scores
is he
are.
doing? Cushy, what are you doing?
I don't know what the scores are going into it, but somebody does, all right? Which one of these players has the most 30-point games in their career? Is it A, Wilt Chamberlain, B, LeBron James, C, Michael Jordan, or D, Kobe Bryant? Most 30-point games in their NBA career.
Michael Jordan.
Okay, there goes Michael Jordan.
Will Chamberlain.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Kobe Bryant.
It is Michael Jordan with 671, which is over 100 from number 2, which is Wilt Chamberlain.
Who got it right?
Derek went Jordan. Next question comes from Adrian. I got a question for trivia. Which one of these players has not made over 20 field goals in a single playoff game? All right. Is it A, Jerry West? Hold on, I got my options here. A, Jerry West. B, Shaquille O'Neal. C, LeBron James, or D, Allen Iverson. Never made more than 20 field goals in a single playoff game. Which by itself, 20 field goals.
Yeah, I was gonna
crazy.
say that's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yes.
That's a lot.
You know, you can do some math there. That's at least 40 points. That's no free throws. No
I'm gonna go
three-pointers.
Jerry West.
Jerry West has never done it for Mike, okay? Next.
I
Jerry
got
West, Shaq, LeBron, AI.
I got to answer.
Part of me wants to go AI.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go AI.
All right.
Part of me want to go Shaq because 20 attempts for a big man is a
20
That is
makes.
probably crazy.
20 makes.
Yeah, that is probably crazy
Shaq.
too.
But it might be a dumbass answer.
Like LeBron. LeBron has never made over 20 field goals in a playoff game,
He's pretty efficient. So I tried to go with the least efficient guy.
which was Allen
What you
Iverson,
mean?
but you know.
Efficiency or not, 20 field goals is made. It's 20 field goals. You have to make 20 field goals. Not
He said not make over.
Not make over 20. So you had to make 20 or less to
Yeah.
win this question.
LeBron has made over 20.
He's made 20 once, but you had to make over 20 to be in the club.
Damn, Jerry. So how many
Jerry
shots did Jerry
West.
West shoot?
I don't know.
I was thinking about like they pace had to be slow.
No,
Yeah.
Jerry West had. I looked it up. Hold on, I can look it up real briefly.
Find out the logo just on that, just chucking it up.
Chuck it up. Oh, last question. Which one of these players is the only player with at least 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 100 steals, and 100 blocks, and 4 seasons? Is it A, Scottie Pippen? Is it B, Draymond Green? Is it C, Andre Drummond? Or is it D, Dennis Rodman? 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, 100 steals, and 100 blocks.
Damn.
Give me Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman from Pierre. And 4 seasons.
I'll go Draymond.
Draymond Green.
Oh, so wait, they did it 4 times?
No, for 4,
They had all those numbers in 4?
yes. 4 years. Yes, 4
To get
years
those
they've done
numbers.
that. Yeah.
Andre Drummond.
Correct answer is Andre Drummond. It's a good stat. It's a good stat to have.
Yeah.
I didn't even think of it like that, but he did
Someone
it.
told me to pick Andre Drummond just because he's the least name that fits that group.
Yeah.
But he got 100 steals. Look at him picture him getting steals.
We got 2 minutes until our next break. I'll bring up this one brief news story. Suns, DeAndre Ayton says he is born to play the power forward position. So, very-
Devin Booker.
Seven.
Look at me.
Interesting.
Look
They
at me,
brought us ours, too.
Devin.
7-1.
Devin, look at me in my eyes. Get the hell out. Because he was the only hope. And if he is... Do y'all remember when Andre Drummond went to the draft thing and they was like, compare yourself to somebody? He said Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he
Was he
2K
trolling?
had him as a power forward his rookie season.
He had
too.
to have been trolling.
No,
Who trolled at a draft meeting?
you need to make sure everybody love you at a draft
Right.
thing. No, you can't be trolling. And
To say
he kind of
had-
is like Kevin Durant.
All right, I'm about to go.
We're taking our first break. So the next team up is the Miami Heat. Made some significant moves. Some
They
of
was in
them
the
actually.
news yesterday, too.
They were in the news yesterday. Which is okay. Just tell them what's in the news because I don't know if
I'm
many
going to
people
let you tell
saw
it because
this.
it's your boy.
Okay, yeah, it kind of is. So the Heat said they were not interested really in Carmelo Anthony, unfortunately, but they are interested in Chris Paul, which is like, let me break it down. Who's the GM for their team? Is it Pat Riley? Pat Riley's not the GM. I'm gonna
He
talk to
controls,
Pat
like,
Riley because he's the one doing it. Do not trade for Chris Paul. Do not. It makes zero sense. Chris Paul is a ball dominant player. Jimmy Butler is a ball dominant player, and you have point justice. What the hell are you doing? You gonna have 3 players that believe they're point guards? No, don't do
None
it.
of them are crazy spot up shooters either.
Chris Paul is pretty damn good at spot up shooter.
And Justice will knock it down now.
He's getting better.
He'll knock it down.
But I
now.
mean, making that trade would be super interesting for the team.
Yeah.
On paper, they're
General
interested team.
manager is Andy Ellisberg.
Never heard your name before. Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra definitely taking all your spotlight, my guy. But they got Jimmy Butler this offseason,
Right.
which is good for them because they weren't in a situation really to sign anybody. They made it work by trading Josh Richardson.
Yeah.
And they have a star player. Like,
Yeah.
what we rank Jimmy Butler? Like top 15,
he's
right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
to me he's above an all-star.
Yeah, okay.
Not a superstar, but he's a star.
He's
in
one of the
league.
better closers in the league, so that's
Yeah.
that's a plus for them.
It looks like they hit on their draft pick too.
Yeah.
This will be a
Yes,
nice little
that's- yeah.
a nice 2K team. I think it's gonna be a nice team in real life as well. Just
Yeah.
have a lot of options. I love teams that have a lot of options. When you circle around Jimmy Butler, is the guy you're building around.
Mm-hmm.
You have Kelly Olynyk who can do some things. I like Bam, obviously high on him. Miles Leonard can shoot the ball as a big.
Right.
Deion Waiters is a wild card. You come off the bench, he maybe can give you some highlight moments this season. Justice Winslow has improved as a point forward. You still have Goran Dragic, who's played at an all-star level in recent years. Last year he was injured a little bit, wasn't he? When he
Yep.
bumped up.
I don't remember.
And I like their draft picks, like Mike said. I like KZ Okpala out of Stanford, real long forward, 6'9". It's gonna, potentially do some damage on a perimeter. Probably be a versatile defender. And then I'll also like Tyler Harrow,
Yeah.
who's
Who lit
just
it
shooting the
up.
ball and
Yeah.
crazy in summer
Yeah.
league. And
He's
I think
got-
he's gonna fit next to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he just kind of got
perfectly.
that swagger.
He
too.
got that swag, yeah, and he's gonna have a
Real
lot
nice
of people.
swag.
A lot of people already on the bandwagon in Heat Nation, but he's gonna probably be one of their favorites outside of Jimmy Butler. Still have James Johnson, who has been versatile for them in the past few years.
Enforcer.
Yeah, enforcer. Stretch the floor, play
From
inside out,
Wyoming.
can pass. He's from Wyoming.
weird, yeah, very
I did
from
not know
Wyoming.
that. But yeah, I think Derrick Jones Jr. is another versatile
Yeah.
wing, high flying guy. He's improved under their system. They have a lot of guys that improve
That's
a
gonna
lot.
stay
They have a
for the
nice
starter
system.
for the projected starter lineup. You've probably figured Justice Winslow, right? Starting PG.
I want Justice Winslow.
I
starting.
want it to be Justice, Tyler Hero, Jimmy, James Johnson, and then Bam.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
how
hate
think
that
it'll
either,
go.
but that's what you want. What
That's
would
what
they
I want.
probably do?
Probably gonna-
Drodric's probably going to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see.
And
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 just
they're
at
probably
the
going to try
two.
Winslow play 3
Yeah, 3.
or 2. like
Hopefully
you
they
said.
just the Miami Heat last year they experimented so much with their lineups because they weren't really playing for much.
That's encouraging. Then. That's encouraging. They should keep the same thing.
Yeah, as long they may not be what you see in the opener may not be what's halfway through.
They're
the
on-
season.
Spoelstra's done that like all of
They only have 2 pillars, right? 2 starting lineup pillars, which is Jimmy Butler and Bam is going to be the center.
Yes. And Bam is about to get that the minutes that he deserves. Hassan Whiteside is no longer there. You don't have to worry about sharing that. Bam is one of those guys. Like I saw this highlight reel, literally a highlight reel
play defense?
of him guarding
Yeah.
guards and like wing players. And I'm like, man, have I really been sleep on? I knew Bam Adebayo was a good defender, but I didn't think he was that good of a perimeter defender. And that's part of me not watching as many Heat games as I probably should have because, you know,
He's very quick on
the
his
Heat.
feet for a big man. It's
exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
So last year he averaged 23 minutes per game. He better hit 30-minute mark again.
Yeah, here be
Yeah.
30.
And he averaged 9 points in those 30 minutes. You know, he showed that he's willing to take a three occasionally. So who knows what's going to happen? But I hope he has a big year. They're projected to win 43, which will put them in the playoffs.
My concern for them is that when I look at team payrolls right now in front of me on Hoops Hype, shout out to Hoops Hype, they're fourth. And they're not a team that we're looking at as, oh my gosh. So, but luckily for them, Dragic is off the books. Miles Turner will be off the books. They still have, they're paying Ryan Anderson $5 million over the next few years.
Did they get a pick for that trade? Or did they? The Ryan Anderson trade. No, they sent Tyler Johnson. So they swapped bad contracts, basically.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They swapped bad contracts.
But I mean, I like this. This has potential.
I think this is a good team for Jimmy to play with.
You know, on some real shit, KB, depending on what they send out, I would not be opposed to them getting Chris Paul. I know what you mean, but I mean,
I thought it would be good just because they would have another star, like a legit star on their team.
That makes
and
sense.
Chris Paul's not a star anymore, but I think he's damn close to him.
Are they homies, Chris Paul and Jimmy? Because you know players are homies nowadays. Because if they're not homies right now, I
Right.
can see them clashing.
I mean, I see them.
even if they are homies, we see
They're
James
both
Harden.
they're
and Chris
both fierce
Paul.
competitors, and I know competitors gonna like that in each other, especially as a teammate. So I think it could work well.
I'm with Mike on this one. They're both, you know, they both a certain type of way. Usually the budding comes from two guys that ain't the same way, that ain't cut from the same cloth. They both have the understanding.
They are homies.
Chris Paul, yeah, they both are Jordan. So we stupid for even thinking about that. Chris Paul is about his shit.
Yeah,
Jimmy Butler is about his shit. They both
Yeah.
have that same.
they love keeping.
Goal. They're trying to
They're
win.
trying to keep people in line.
And I
they're
like
gonna
the
point
young
stuff
guys
out.
that they have. They don't have young goofy guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Tyler
I
Hero got
thought-
that swagger, like you said.
Right.
Bam is about his shit.
These are all people that have been in the league for the most part, except for really Tyler Hero. But they already know what they can do.
well,
James-
Miami's done a great job of bringing in guys that fit their culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one of the best coaches in the league to me.
Yeah.
They make guys come in, they test
Get
your
'em
body
fit,
fat.
yup.
They trim that down. They get you
Deion
right.
Waiters lost like 15 pounds. And
You
just
come in there in
swole.
shape, they're gonna get you in better shape.
And then Wayne Wade said, like, after he left Chicago and ended up in Cleveland and ended back in Miami,
was overweight.
They said he was fat.
He was fat, yeah, and he lost that weight again because the Miami culture is just there. Spoelstra and them do their job, man. So I feel pretty confident with this team making the playoffs.
Yeah.
D Wader's got to stay healthy though. He ain't played like over half a
But see,
season. in
even
like
if he
3-4
doesn't stay
years.
healthy, I think Tyler Hero's gonna come in and shine.
Yeah.
I think he is gonna be. I don't want to say a dark horse, but I think he's gonna be a
Opportunity's
fan.
gonna
It's just, he
favorite.
could fit any play style. He could work with the ball in his hands. He could spot up and shoot. He's not that bad of a defender for a rookie.
Yeah, when I talked to him at the
Like,
draft combine,
he's
that's
got
one
a
of
lot.
the things he spoke on. He said he wanted to showcase that he can put the ball in the floor out of the pick
Yeah.
and roll and create. So,
Everybody loves shooters,
Yeah.
you know, and he's one of those. So
same, me too.
I'm
That's why
definitely
my build
tuning
is
into
something
more Heat games. Last year I probably should have watched more because
Me
of the
too.
way
Yeah.
Wade's farewell.
Jimmy
but
Butler definitely gonna have me tuning in.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
I want to see
a
Jimmy Butler
cool
with
picture
his
he
own
tweeted
team
out
again.
The other day of like him shooting and the banners was behind him, and I'm not even a Jimmy Butler fan.
Oh,
But that
yeah.
might have to be my screen to say.
Slam said, "Will Jimmy Butler bring another banner to Miami?" Probably not.
That would be some legendary shit.
But yeah, if he did that with
Yeah.
no other stars beside him,
I hate the fact that he's wearing number 22 though. I hate.
I love the number 22. That was the best years of my life when I was wearing it.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say the
Basketball
22 was the best.
My
year.
year 22.
You got a
I'm
big
like,
ass
oh.
booger in your nose. Did you say that? So 23 isn't hitting you right now. But no, I don't. I like Jimmy Butler in 21 for some reason.
Yeah.
Is he retired or somebody on the team already got it?
Hassan Whiteside had it when he first got there. So he probably like, I ain't paying your ass $50,000 for that number.
Either way,
Projected
Miami should be
wins.
fun. Projected to win. I think I said 43. 43
I
seems
can see
about right.
43.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want them to. I want them to be in the playoffs.
Me too. Next up is the Atlanta Hawks.
Projected. Let me give you their projected right now. Projected to win 28 games.
I got them going high.
I got
gotta-
one.
I gotta-
Last year they
higher.
won 29.
Mike,
So
Mike might fuck around and have him win 50.
Mike love some Trae Young, man.
I do love me
Trae
some
Young.
Trae Young. If everything clicks for them, they could be in that playoff hunt. But I think it's gonna be one more year before they're really there.
Yeah, before we can.
I would give them
legitimately-
34 wins.
I'm gonna put them in a playoff picture, and it's because of they have just a good mix. I don't think they're gonna have to rely on Cam Reddish or DeAndre Hunter too much.
Right.
And then they have some guys that I feel like you look at him, and you may not know exactly what you can get from him, but I think they're gonna get some shit out of him. Like Jabari Parker, I think Jabari Parker is gonna play real well with Trae Young. Chandler Parsons ain't been healthy. If he can play,
if they can
he's
get
gonna be
anything
good
from
with them.
him, I think
also
that's a
have
nice shooter
Evan
they can
Turner.
add. Evan Shurter can be a backup
Allen
ball
Crabbe.
handler.
They said, give me all the bad contracts.
All the bad
all of them.
Damian Jones, who played with the Warriors, he's not on this roster.
But even the bad contract they
Forgot about
have, there's players that they can see. You can still see
Yeah.
them playing with them and actually working out. Like they didn't just take it because it was whatever. They still kind of fit.
Yeah, I agree. Like Chandler Parsons could fit perfectly with Trae Young if he's playing small ball 4. Evan Turner can take the ball out of Trae Young's hand and turn him into a shooter when he needs to. I'll give them the playoff push. I'll give it to him because I think DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish.
That's
Who's
what,
falling out then?
that
'Cause
was
that's
my
the
whole
hard
thing
part.
because everybody that made the playoffs last year, they
Still good.
Yeah,
and
but-
then
or
we
you got
also
better.
just said the Heat
Philly.
are probably going to be in there.
I got Heat for sure. I got Heat over Hawks.
Nets.
I think Orlando is going to make it. I think the Nets is going to make it. The Celtics.
Brooklyn. There'll be
Nets.
another
Well,
team that's going to be there.
I said the Nets.
Oh, you did.
Raptors.
The Raptors have a chance to make it again.
And then let me see who you
Look
forgot.
at the Raptor fan. Like, he forgot us on purpose.
Pacers.
Pacers.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And then you
So,
still,
like,
got, you still
yeah.
got the Pistons
with
down
the
there.
Pistons.
Right.
the
Yeah.
Bulls.
That's
I'll
what I
make our
said.
full prediction.
Right.
Yeah,
That's why I said
yeah.
I feel confident for next year. Like with the second year DeAndre Hunter, and they're all getting adapted to the
Yeah, so
system. and they're all
I'm a
working.
backtrack. I'm a chill before
You forgot
we
about
do
the
it.
almighty Bulls.
Because I
Don't forget
love
about
I like the
those.
Pistons too. I like the Pistons a lot what they did. But yeah, I like this team.
I like what they front office did. They literally got all complimentary pieces for Trae Young.
Yeah.
You got him some defenders. They can
And
also
Collins.
shoot. Yeah, I like it too. What they're missing right now is a big man that they can really trust. But again, they're year 3 of their rebuild, year 2 of their rebuild, so they got time.
Yeah, I was gonna say Damian Jones can show you something
he's
this
like
year.
23, right?
And he
He's
came from the
young.
Warriors straight.
Yeah,
They
can
like
show
the
you
Warriors
something.
shit. Yeah, it's only his third year.
7 foot.
245, 1995. I'm
Let me,
older
let
than
me
him.
look at his advanced stats because that'll tell me right now if he's a good NBA player.
Bruno Fernandez.
Instead of
is
watching
there.
him actually play, let me look at his numbers.
Ray Spalding from Louisville is there. I'm just naming.
Oh,
a bunch of-
on the low though, his block percentage is damn high. So maybe he is that defender that they've been waiting for. Maybe not though.
John
give him a
Collins cut
chance.
his hair.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Okay.
DeAndre Brembry can shoot. He do a reverse dunks.
Defensively, DeAndre Brembry bring it too. It's just I like that's one of the teams like my league packs teams. When
Look
they're
at these
playing,
years
I'm
they
gonna
was
watch.
Born. I feel old. 1997, 1998,
Yeah, we're
1995
older than
in
a lot of those
October,
cats.
19
Y'all want to do who do you think is going to be like their third guy this year? Because a lot of the people that was on their starters, like Ken Bazemore, he's not there. Twain Prince is gone. A lot of those stars are gone. Who you think going to be their third player that
I
steps
think
up?
Cam Reddish could do it.
My guy, Cam Reddish. I think Jabari Parker.
Probably Bari. Even though it's probably not best for your team if Bari's your
Don't
best,
sleep on Bari. He had a bad situation with the Bulls. They didn't get along. Cool, but he hooped when he was
He's
with the
just-
Wizards.
The reason why Bari just doesn't work out for me and my personal liking is that he's such a heavy ISO player, and that mid range jumper is so boring for him. That's why I'm not a DeMar DeRozan fan. Like the mid range jumper is dead, and it's just not fun. At least DeMar DeRozan kind of makes it creative.
Yeah.
Bari don't got the creativity.
Yeah.
And he doesn't defend anything, literally anything. And that's
not his job.
When
That's not his
that's
job.
what he said, right? But when I watched him on my team, it made my blood boil to see him get beat back door so often and him not to help on rotations.
Well, if you have Damian Jones behind him,
Alex Lynn is still on the roster too, right?
Yes.
Alex Lynn defensively is not bad. Rim protector. I don't know if
Bruno
defensively
Fernandez
is
was
very
gonna block
good.
shots as well. That's what he was brought there for.
I'm glad Atlanta's got something though.
Yeah, they're pushing towards some shit that I'm liking. They kind of have that. They have a good rebuild, man. A very good one. It's exciting.
Shout out to Travis Slink.
Yeah.
Really doing his thing over there. Because, like, for years, they've been kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? When they were making the playoffs, they were kind of
Nobody was worried about them.
Exactly.
Nobody
like,
was.
we're going to win 50 games within the
stuck.
playoffs.
Like
come
they were the
around,
first
nothing
seed and
matters.
nobody even.
That's the
nobody
worst
was
thing to
prepared.
being stuck is like.
Yeah, but also LeBron was in that conference.
Yeah, who knows?
So,
Who knows what could happen? The Bulls got
Even the Raptors were
goddamn
supposed to be
championship
like
appearance.
legitimate, and then they ended up getting swept by LeBron. Also.
Yeah.
That's what LeBron do.
They're the Hawks.
That's what young LeBron did. Let's be
Young LeBron.
old LeBron ain't done that just
He
yet.
didn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, man, can't even make the playoffs no more. I'm sick.
That's been 1 year. He just came from the final.
We're on to the last team.
Last but not least,
Certainly not
baby.
Projected to win 42 games, which is exactly what they finished last year. I really like this Orlando Magic team because last
Hawks
year
also have the lowest payroll in the NBA. My bad.
And that's
They
funny
set
with
up
all
so
the bad
well.
contracts. Yeah.
They set up so
Who
well.
knows? What if a guy that's a free agent in 2 years just like
With that team, I wouldn't be surprised though.
Like I'm coming.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But Orlando, second half of the NBA season, they one of the best defensive teams in the league. And if they just build on that, this team is going to be nasty. It's going to be fun.
I am carrying the Aaron Gordon, the MIP All-Star campaign this year. I cannot stress enough. I love watching this young man play basketball, and I love the team that they have with him included. And I think potentially there's some scary shit. If Markelle Fultz can come and hoop, man, how we know they're gonna be real good. 'Cause they were able to steal one last year with DJ Augustin.
It was a clip. It was a clip on Reddit.
For Markelle Fultz, I just need to see him come back in the court. It don't even matter if he's struggling when he comes back, but I just want to see him back on the
And
court
just look
playing
comfortable.
basketball.
Like he just got to look comfortable.
Yeah.
It was a clip on Reddit of him shooting at one of those like bouncy house basketball things. Terrible.
I just saw a recent
Like
clip
his-
of him like hooping like in
like
the
his
gym,
form
and he
is
looked
bad again?
and he looked
Oh.
really good.
yeah, I know. But it's just
Yeah.
it's funny because like in the offseason, Reddit's just a bunch of jokes. And obviously they said a bouncy house. You're not shooting like your real form and shit. It's just funny. But if they can get anything from him, that's good. But I don't even know. Would you? Okay. How do I word this? As a team that is trying to win,
Right.
do you prioritize letting Markelle develop in game, or do you prioritize your playoff push?
I think you,
50-50.
yeah, I think you have to do it at the beginning of the season. If he can play towards the beginning of the season,
Right,
then
because
yeah.
it could
But if
end up
gets-
helping you make
yeah.
the playoffs and doing better than
But
what you could have done.
if you're getting close to the playoff time and he's saying he's ready to play, and you kind of like it's kind of too late now, then yes, you wait until the next season.
Right.
Because defensively, he's got it, right? And
Yeah.
he fits that with this team. But just like with his lack of shooting so far in his career, like, you know, DJ Augustin's a better option because he can't shoot the ball.
Well, they gonna have both for the whole
They have
season.
to figure it out.
Yeah.
They added Aminu.
Apparently, the number 83rd best player in the league, according to Sports Illustrated. Africa Aminu.
I didn't even read this shit.
Yeah, Africa Aminu, man.
Mo Bamba. Hopefully he can be healthy and give them something as well. But other than that, I just like the same team that they had. I'm glad that they brought.
What's your
back.
favorite Mo Bamba story? Because I got one.
Do I have a? Should I have?
Are
a
you
story
talking about
now?
the?
Yeah.
Were we all there for this Mobamba? I know
Is
exactly.
it when
I
I
was
was trying
gonna
to
say,
get a picture with
yeah,
you?
I was gonna say like this Darius Man right here.
So let me explain. So we were at this like private party.
Say it right, because he just said shit that was wrong.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
explaining the whole thing. So we were at this private party with a company. I don't even know if we can say their name. Regardless, we were
They
there.
on
all
2K
summer
though.
camp.
Did y'all peep that? They all over 2K.
They made some big moves. We were at a private party with them, and one of the special guests was Mo Bamba. And Mo Bamba was like behind the scenes, kind of. He was doing this interview, and we saw him. He's like, "Oh shit, there's Mo Bamba right there." And we kept going because we was going upstairs to see what was upstairs. And Derek's like, "I gotta get a picture. I gotta get a picture." So he brings out his phone. Mo Bamba's chilling with his boot on. You know, he's
Right.
doing an interview. Derek put his phone up, trying to get like flicks of Mo
It looked
Bamba.
just like this. No bullshit.
No,
A whole flash on, like just recording the man sitting there.
I did not do that. I
And
was
like,
really just standing
you-
there waiting.
If you're a Mo Bamba fan,
Put it on
No.
your life. You ain't.
I
had
did
your
not.
flash on.
I did not
You
have
was
anything.
recording.
it was
I
a
did not
dark
record
party
him.
too.
He was
It
recording.
a
I
dark
did not
party.
record him.
Yes, you did.
I was waiting to ask him,
You
"Can I
had
get a
your
picture?"
flash out.
He said a lot of funny stuff that day, so I can't trust him.
We gonna have to have a whole episode talking about that party with
Yeah,
Derek
that was a
because
fun-
he
That
did a
was
couple
the nicest
things.
party. We met.
Brickley, that was my first time meeting Brickley, but
Yeah, I mean, we did meet Brickley, but we met
Kevin O'Connor,
Kevin O'Connor
from The
yeah.
Ringer.
He was real cool. It was a lot of people in them.
Yeah, it was a lot of.
And we got some cool jean jackets too from there.
Facts.
Yeah, we got the cool jean
Blue
jackets.
Wire official
The
jackets.
Jack
we got
Daniels.
those. Tasting.
Yeah.
What was his position?
I think he was ambassador, right?
ambassador.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I still follow him on
This dude,
Instagram.
Jake, yeah,
still
he was
follow.
cool. That was a real little dope little party. They need to have some. They are going to have something like that in Chicago. They
Yeah,
said.
yep.
They was asking us till we know places.
It's like we were like, "Yeah, just have it in my house. But
They're like Portillo, do it Portillo.
But
Me
back-
and Portillo's Chris, motherfucking Mo Bamba that like. I'm done.
Mo Bamba, if you listening, bro, hit us up, bro. We would love to have you on the show. Orlando Magic,
Do
fun
some
team.
shit first. Focus on your career. Enough of the interviews. The Magic needs you. Aaron Gordon needs you.
Maybe this could be his career.
Yeah, could be.
It could be.
Shout out to Danny Green.
But the Orlando Magic is going to be they're a team that doesn't seem like they should be fun, but they are. We ain't even mentioned the name Vucevic, who's their All-Star last year.
Talk about Aaron Gordon.
It's just a fun team, man. Defensively, they got a good coach now. They took a game from the Raptors, as Pierre talked about.
I can't forget about that DJ Augustine shot. We hit the game winner on Toronto.
And we were like,
Felix
And I was like, damn, he really hooped.
But Felix.
I respect the Fila signing because nobody else is doing it. You know, just like when the first people to sign with Puma, people like, oh, Puma, but Puma, they're making it, you know, they just signed, who did they just sign? They signed RJ.
D'Angelo Russell.
Was it D'Angelo Russell, but they just signed somebody else.
I think I know what you're talking about. It was a bigger name too.
Yes, and I'm going to
I
look
can't
it up.
remember.
It's Cal Kuzma. He's not a bigger name, but Cal Kuzma,
No,
because they gave, I think it was Nike an option to match the Puma deal, and Nike didn't do it. So I think Cal Kuzma, not officially just yet, but I think Cal Kuzma
Oh, that
got to
hurts
be a
his
Puma
GOAT
athlete.
GOAT deal then, right? Because he was wearing all the exclusive Nikes from GOAT.
Hold on, I'm looking
There's
it
no
back
exclusive Pumas to wear.
up. But there are, though. Their coat pair of Pumas is selling for like $600, $800.
Which ones?
I couldn't tell you the name of them. But I'm gonna look. I'm just making sure it was Cal Kuzma.
I like the
before
one
start
D'Angelo
spreading it.
Russell had. The red ones. They were fire. But yeah, I like to see him.
Yeah, here it is. All signs point to Nike declining to match Puma's luxurious multi-year offer for Lakers Cal Kuzma, reported here September 10th. Lining up Puma to soon unveil Kuzma as his latest star endorser.
You got to get that bag. I respect it.
Puma making moves, man. Hit me up next. Hit me up next.
Hit P up next. You want to emphasize you?
Because I've been
I'm
on
just
the
joking.
Puma train for.
I'll be on there if you want to go on there because you're my cousin. But I want to be with Nike.
I lace up the whole family.
Nike and
nothing but Pumas.
Gatorade. Nike and
I
Gatorade.
can't do Puma.
You can't do Puma?
I can't
You
do
got a Reebok shirt on right
For
now.
free?
I can't do Puma.
For free?
Don't you have a pair of Pumas?
I'd rather take a different deal.
For free?
I don't got no Puma.
So if Puma was the only company offering
Yeah.
you a deal,
They offer through the wire deal. You're gonna be like, no, we not accepting because Mike don't want the Pumas.
Crazy.
we gonna have to do it.
crazy.
it would just be a 3-way deal.
What's the but realistically, what's the problem with Puma? Just because they don't have any hype.
I just don't like their stuff. It's not my
Who your
type.
favorite
They're very
shoe? You wearing a
classic.
Reebok right now. The Reebok is ass. Reebok is garbage.
I just mess with this shirt
I would
because
wipe
it's a
my
Shaq
butt
shirt.
with that damn shirt. In a zebra
I really
print.
like that shirt too.
It's
You like that shirt?
Yeah, it's a Shaq
Stop
Hostess
talking
shirt.
to me.
Shaq Hostess when
Oh, it
who
is.
would you sign to?
Yeah, it was.
Jordan.
Okay.
Are you?
I mean, that's
you
the
reaching-
that's
you
the
reaching
but
for the stars.
that's the
Are
Jordan.
you, are you serious right now?
If I was
Jordan
a bad
is
player,
terrible. You sound
Okay,
with
but
Nike.
I'm getting all
other
the
than
merch.
retros.
No, I'm getting all
You
the
sign
merch.
with
That's-
Nike and you can wear the retros. Jordan Brand is going to want you to wear the Jordan 31.
31s,
Yeah.
the why nots, the
I'm
Russell
willing
Westbrook.
to. I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to take that for Jordan.
You did Hoop and Mellows and Chris Paul's before, so
Besides his shoes, the other shoes they not there.
Yeah, none of the Jordan shoes other than Jordan.
Retro Mellow
and all
was
them
cool,
are
and that was it.
That's because I'm at my own signature shoe and I'm a
But
starter.
you can do that with Puma.
I can't do it. I can't put the Jordan logo on there.
Jordan. Puma will give you your own shoe before
Hey,
Jordan.
I'm at this point now where the Jordan logo is so overrated to me. It's
I
just like,
guess.
okay, I got the Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
That is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
some
not like I
retros
only
you can
exclusively wear Jordan. I'm just saying like that's
No, that's what the deal would be.
That's what
I know.
is.
That's what I'm saying. That's the brand I would want to choose.
LeBron James would
You're
be
gonna be unhappy
disappointed,
with
Mike.
Jason Tatum and Kimba.
Huh?
I said LeBron would be disappointed.
And you don't even wear Jordans.
You got
I got pairs of Jordans. I don't wear them like that though.
You got
the Gatorade ones.
Yeah.
ass.
I like. Wait, which ones you have? You have the oranges.
Yeah,
I
I
got
had-
those too. Them bitches fire.
He
What
was
else you
wearing them
have?
like every day at one point. Every
else do you
pocket
have?
ass.
Don't say that.
Yes, you was. Every pocket is wearing them great sweats with that and that Nautica jacket.
There wasn't no way. I was wearing.
Wasn't he wearing a Nautica jacket?
Yeah.
A jacket. Y'all,
Whatever happened
it was
to
cold
that?
yeah, not a jacket, but
happened
I
to that
definitely
jacket?
don't wear the shoes
probably
just back to
still got
back
it.
to
It's
back to
been
back to
89
I
back.
didn't say
degrees.
you do it now. You're grown now. You was still a kid.
I was
You had that
okay.
dumbass fro and lint was in it and shit. Now look at you taking care of yourself. Don't look at your shit. You gotta get it washed.
I'm getting right. I'm not-
You was wearing your shit just all the time. The motherfuckers in the comments
It
like,
was
when is
all
Mike gonna
natural.
get his hair
It
did?
was all natural.
What other Jordans you have? You have the low tops.
Yeah,
Low
I
top
got a pair of fives.
I like those.
I like
I had
fives,
12s. I have a pair of like low top 11s.
the UNC ones.
Yeah, I
Those
have
are
a pair of
fire.
6s. I got a couple pair. I just do not wear them like that.
I don't wear
But you
mine
want to
either.
sign to them, but you don't even wear their shoes.
That's because I would get a lot of stuff that I know I can't get. At least right now, I can't get.
you
So
just
sign to
want clout.
Adidas so you can get the real hype. You can get the Yeezys when they drop the Yeezy boots. No,
You ain't go see me no
The
pair.
Yeezy
You
Crocs.
ain't go
The
see
Yeezy
me.
hooping shoes. You can get them all.
What's your projected win for them? Are they
45.
higher? Are they higher?
I go 45, which is higher than their 42 projected.
What you got?
I'll give him 45.
43.
I'll say like 40, 43, 45. I like to see. I like to see him a lot.
All we got for today's episode.
We got a couple extra things y'all want to run by. Nets unlikely to sign Melo.
Good.
RIP to Andre Emmett, shot and killed. Former NBA and Big Three player. Rest in peace. Iguodala won't report to Grizzlies camp.
Makes sense.
So they've come to that
Which
agreement.
I don't like it, but yeah, it makes sense.
Bam Best defender at every position. Shout out to Zach Buckley again.
Okay.
I want y'all to guess. Quick little.
Point guard. Okay, the obvious answer for me would be Patrick Beverly, but I feel like they would go with somebody that's higher profile, right? So
Oh my gosh.
is it Cal Lowry? I'm gonna need some yes, some no's.
a starting point guard.
He's not a starting point guard. Okay.
He's good defensively, though.
Marcus Smart.
But y'all not gonna ever guess him. No, he's not a starter again. Nowhere.
What?
He went to Texas University.
He went to Texas.
Him and Tristan Thompson teamed up and went to Texas. Corey Joseph.
What? Are those advanced stats?
Point guard Corey Joseph. I'll read y'all the expert.
Oh, there's advanced numbers.
Corey Joseph doesn't have a reliable 3-point shot, advanced shot creation skills, or a go-to scoring move. What he does have is an NBA career approaching his 9th season, during which he'll pocket a cool $12 million. How does that happen? Because he's a tenacious, tone-setting defender who just this past season trimmed the Indiana Pacers' defensive rating 4.7 points per 100 possessions by taking the floor and shaved nearly 3 percentage points off his matchups per.
I'm sorry, dog. It ain't him.
I was gonna say they had
Right.
Victor Oladipo,
He
they
moved,
had Miles Turner, they have
especially
some decent defenders
pesky
there.
against pick and roll ball handlers, allowing them to just 0.70 points per possession, 92nd
The
percentile.
best in the league.
As
I would
Keys.com,
not would have guessed that. I mean, I know he's a solid backup,
rounding out
but
the
I
top
didn't think I was
five.
getting the best defense in the league when I brought him on my
Now
team.
y'all can start naming like starting point guard.
Okay. Cal Lowry should be on there
Kyle
somewhere.
Lowry is third.
EB.
Eric Bledsoe is second.
That bad.
Pat Bev is not on here.
Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook is fifth, and then there's one more guy.
What?
He changed teams.
A point guard that changed teams.
Chris Paul.
Overseas Nash. When he came in, he was the overseas Nash. They
Ricky
said.
Rubio?
Ricky Rubio is fourth. So it's Corey Joseph, Bledsoe, Kyle Lowry, Ricky Rubio, Russell Westbrook.
I'm sorry. This ain't it, bro.
Shooting guard. This is Zach.
Clay.
We'll see Zach in a couple of days. Huh?
Clay.
Clay is not number one.
Is this number one a starter or a star?
He's
Type
a starter or not a star in no sense of the word. Went to North Carolina University.
Danny Green.
Yes.
That makes sense. Danny Green, he deserves to be up there.
Now round at the top five.
Is
Now
Clay
Clay.
on there?
Clay is not on here. Your guy is on here. You should come on, KB. Come on, KB.
My guy?
Come on, KB. Come
Don't
on.
do this. Don't
Come
put
on.
that's too
Come
much
on.
pressure. That is
Come
too much
on.
Drew
pressure.
Holiday.
Drew Holiday, yes.
Okay.
Oh, he's my guy.
Yeah. You was going hard for him. a
I
while
do
ago.
like him.
Jimmy Butler?
No.
No, he's a small forward.
These other guys y'all should know except the other one.
Marcus Smart?
Garrett Temple was fourth, but Marcus Smart is second, then one more. It's not going to be healthy at the start of the season.
Oladipo. OD.
Small forward,
Kawhi.
Paul George.
Okay.
That's round at the top.
Kawhi.
Now Kawhi.
No, Kawhi is not on this list.
That automatically voids your entire list.
Kevin Durant?
No.
Just throw it at us.
Justice Winslow is second. Andre Iguodala is third. LeBron is fourth. Middleton is tied.
Even
fifth.
Mike's batting his eyes like, what?
I didn't see no
Middleton is
fourth. I
tied
didn't see no
fifth
four
with
best.
Covington
best
and Mo
small forward
Harkless.
defense.
Jeez, LeBron.
Power forward,
Just throw it at us.
Greek Freak.
okay, that makes
Second is
sense.
Draymond Green. Third is Paul Millsap. Fourth is Al Horford. Fifth is Thaddeus Young.
Hey, let's get it.
Center,
Okay.
Rudy. Number 2 is Miles Turner. 3 is Vucevic. 4th is Brook Lopez.
Vucevic.
Fifth
See,
is
that's why
Hassan
the advanced
Whiteside.
stat is so fucked up. Because the defense of the Orlando Magic is not Vucevic. I mean, he's a good defender, but it's not
Gordon.
him. It's Aaron Gordon. It's John Isaac. It's those guys. That's why.
Subjectively, this feels like it should be Joel Embiid's spot. He was 7th, but the stats prefer Vucevic, who hit a career high marks. And D, I don't even give a fuck.
I can't.
It's too
I
deep. The
can't.
numbers are just so
See, that's
deep.
why you got to balance advanced stats with the eye test. That's just
Because no one
that's
held
prime
Kawhi
example.
Leonard. You just named 25 defenders in the league, and Kawhi Leonard is not on that list. Mm-hmm. You got the game.
That should be like the first person that even comes to your
Joel
mind
Embiid
when
and
you
Kawhi
think about
Leonard not on
defending
the
small
list.
forwards.
It is what it is, man. When they both, no, I take that back. But Joel was top 3 in defensive player of the year, right?
Yes.
And he didn't even.